Hello and welcome to another edition of 4 Minutes, proudly brought to you by Bendigo Wealth. In your top story of the week, we find the Financial Ombudsman Service could be swimming in the dark for at least 3 to 4 years after the FOFA legislation is introduced. Take a look. FOS will not have any guidance on how to apply the law when FOFA passes through the Parliament until the first court case is resolved. Peter Bobbin from Argyle Lawyers said this could take as long as 3 to 4 years, which could have huge implications for financial planners.
And what it means is, in the early days of FOS, when it's looking at these best interests steps and the requirements and what it means, they won't have any guidance. They will literally have to make it up as they go. They will need to look to past cases to gain some guidance, but they're interpreting law upon which they will have no specific guidance. The most difficult issue that planners will face is the fact that, one, they can't appeal the FOS decision unless it's a major area of law. And quite frankly, that's a problem.
Also this week, the government has released its stronger super legislation, gaining a mixed response from the federal opposition and the financial services industry. The opposition spokesman Matthias Cormann said the legislation had overlooked corporate governance arrangements, which was a key Cooper review recommendation. While the FSC welcomed some of the improvements from the original proposals, FPA's Mark Rentel questioned whether MySuper arrangements would be sufficiently transparent with respect to intra-fund advice fees. A number of ING investment management staff members will lose their jobs after the company's merger with UBS Global Asset Management comes into effect on 4th of October. UBS would not confirm the number of staff members to be made redundant, but a source has told Money Management as many as 36 jobs will be lost. The FPA General Manager for Policy and Government Relations, Dante De Gori, has warned that FOFA, especially the opt-in proposal, had a sting in the tail with respect to practice valuations. Meanwhile, the association said it would leverage the internet over the next 6 months as part of its advertising campaign promoting financial advice. Midwinter survey of more than 450 advisors found up to 70% of planners were approached by a rival dealer group to switch licensees in the past 12 months. ANZ Wealth has appointed a new head of sales, former BT executive Don Silla. Suncorp Life has appointed Sean Carroll as its new Executive General Manager of Life Risk in Australia, and Hastings Fund Management has a new Chief Executive, with former Census CEO Andrew Day taking up the position. Also on our front page this week, Chris Kennedy reports that a significant proportion of planners is unaware of the business model of their research house. And Mike Taylor writes financial planners should include claim time help in their value proposition to their clients. For all the details on those stories and more, make sure you pick up tomorrow's issue of Money Management. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you again next week.